Hey guys, welcome in. If you are new or just passing through my channel, welcome. My name is Tam. I'm also known as the Enlightened Auntie. If you are returning, welcome back, squad. I'm here today to do another general collective reading. We're not sign specific here, we're also gender fluid. I may say you and I'm talking to them, may say them, I'm talking to you. Put yourself in the story wherever you seem to fit. Remember that time and energy are fluid, so I could be talking about the past, present, or the future. Take only the parts that resonate, leave everything else behind. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information can be found below in the description box, and I invite you to join me for a session. All right, guys, let's jump in. I normally don't work on the weekends, but I just sent my kids off, and my husband's taking a nap, so I got a little bit of time to myself. Breaking in some of these new decks and playing with them, really interesting here. So I'm tossing cards. I wasn't really intending on going on camera right now because I was going to do my, I usually, before I go on camera, I usually do like a pre-shuffle and toss some cards just to kind of get some general energy, just to kind of give me a glimpse of what we're getting ready to be talking about. But this is real interesting. The first set of cards in the current energy, it feels like there's a separation happening for someone. Put yourself where you are. This might not even be you. This could just be somebody else in your energy. But the words that I heard when I flipped the cards over was the truth shall set you. The truth shall set you free. The truth shall. I still am struggling with it. The truth shall set you free. Okay. Um, and I feel like there may be some separation happening, or there could be. I think we've talked about in previous readings where this, because it's kind of giving me like a legal situation, or there may be like a legal separation or divorce or something like that. And where there's someone who is feeling very liberated. I feel like there's a certain truth that's coming out, scales being balanced because of the truth, and somebody feels liberated. So there, while there may be a separation here on the table, it feels more liberating than painful. Okay. um Now, part of someone's dilemma or obstacle does involve the fact that I have someone here who, if I'm taking all this as being the same person, it feels like while they may be going through some type of separation or a breakdown, where somebody is feeling liberated, collective, this could be you feeling liberated by the end of a situation. But the dilemma here is I have an energy of it's a kind of a combination. It feels like fear, it's like a suppression of emotion, um, someone hiding how they feel. I do get the sense that somebody here, I normally don't equate this to anger, but I'm looking at this guy's face and he looks pissed off. He looks very angry. Um, and there's a lot of emotion that comes behind it, but he may be suppressing it or hiding it. Um, but this also gives me the energy of somebody who hasn't really taken any time to go within to discover the parts, like, or discover or to find where their source of happiness comes from. I think this is someone who operates in an energy of seeking pleasure or happiness in the presence of other people, requiring the happiness to be found external to them. Okay. Now, part of this person's lesson does have a lot to do with, I'm getting a reap what you sow kind of energy. But what this feels like, it's like somebody making a decision, making a conscious decision of where to invest their energy. And so this is part of their lesson, because here they're feeling liberated by the truth. They're feeling liberated by a separation of some sort. Um, but I'm also getting here the energy of somebody being, um, I think this came up in yesterday's reading. I'm like, they're going through some type of separation or divide, but somebody was really, I did get a angry energy, and it's in the same position as the yesterday's cards, like the center cards, highlighted a little bit of anger about some of the circumstances. And so, um, here, part of their lesson, like I said, definitely about where they invest the time and energy, with whom they're investing in time and energy. And the lesson here was learning that you can't, this whoever this person chose to invest with was not a team player. And so I feel kind of like there's a vetting process, I think. And I don't feel like this person really, whoever they were dealing with, they didn't really they didn't vet these people. They didn't vet this person, or whatever the connection is. They didn't really vet the person that they were dealing with. So, you know, again, they could have been looking at superficial aspects of this person and not really digging underneath the surface of whatever, whatever they chose. All right. Wow. I actually like these cards. I mean, not the cards that are dealt, but I like this deck. This is a new deck that I'm using. Okay, so what this looks like is, now while somebody is liberated, and I just heard you're free to go, they're liberated. They're, if this is a divorce situation, this is like somebody parting ways with someone else. They feel very liberated because now they have clarity about, okay, remember we said over here in the lesson, this is like somebody making a choice to invest in somebody, or to to kind of cultivate a relationship over time, like this person's been working to build, but they chose where they chose to build, or who they chose to build with was not a team player. Okay, so over here, what they're recognizing, it's kind of like, now somebody sees the truth, right? They see the truth of the situation. But what I think is really interesting, I know y'all don't like to hear this about somebody coming back from the past, but what they're worried about, because I do see that there's a little bit of there's fear here. And I think they're worried about coming back, or whatever this person has been through. It looks like they've been through a lot, and I feel like um, I want to say it lingers kind of in their mind. I think they're also thinking about um, other connections that they may have had in their life that were, I feel like, more stable, more collaborative in nature. And I do get the sense that somebody is worried about, I keep hearing the word remnants. Not really sure how that relates. It's almost like, the way that I'm seeing it in my mind's eye, it's like they're kind of concerned about, like, if they were to come back, because I do get the energy of somebody wanting to come revisit some situation from their past, a situation or a relationship that they had, maybe this is somebody that you've been dealing with for a really long time, or you've known them for a long time. Um, they're seeing, like I said, there's a certain clarity that they're kind of honing into, in terms of the longevity of your relationship, the groundedness and root. They're kind of concerned that if they come back, or if they circle back, like, I heard damaged goods. So maybe they're worried about, if they circle back, they're going to be damaged goods. But I feel like they're kind of, the energy that I'm getting from this, it's almost like they've done so much damage to the relationship between you. They're not really sure, if they come back, what the condition is, like what are they coming back to. Okay. Yeah, see, this is the problem that I'm having, because they're in some funky ass energy right now. They're still showing up as the Knight of Wands in reverse. So whoever this person is was definitely very much in and out of your life, very non-committal. If in the past they weren't very motivated to take action, I feel like they feel motivated to come towards you now. I just don't like the energy that they're in. I don't care for this energy. Yikes. Yeah. So they are kind of looking at the relationship. I feel like, especially if this is with you, collective, they're kind of looking at the situation. I do feel like they want to have a conversation or clarity. Remember, I said yesterday, I was like, even if you were to have a conversation with somebody, like part of, regardless of how you feel about the situation, like I get why you would feel like, for depending on what kind of relationship this was, I definitely understand if you're on the side of like, I'm good. Like, you don't have to say nothing to me. You don't even have to apologize. I found all the closure I need. Like, my indifference to the situation, that's all the closure that we need. I don't have anything else to give to it. It's not my radar. I'm not thinking about it, right? But I really feel like this person wants to come towards you to not like hash it out, but like I said yesterday, even in the titles, like this is part of their journey. They have to come clean. This is part of like the destiny line, right? They have to come in so that we can finally close the cycle out completely, be done, right? Because the last card out for them is the death card, and literally there's no rebirth after this, because the rebirth is this side. There's no rebirth after this. So while it's definitely one of those things where you can like agree to disagree. This is fist bumping and walking away. Like, yes, we're gonna come together. We're gonna take a look, one last look, because I do feel like somebody wants to come and tell you they want to have an honest conversation. They want to express themselves, but I do feel like they want to express themselves. I'm not gonna lie. They want to express themselves with the intent of like trying to revive the connection, but part of their lesson, like I said yesterday, is like losing the whole thing, watching you walk away and go live your best damn life without them. That's part of their karma here. That is part of their karma. So this person, this person is kind of lamenting over. Yes, remember what I said at the very top? They're like, okay, so they're being liberated from whatever they like. This person definitely, this is a divorce. So somebody here is the difference, what they're seeing, and this is why they're concerned about coming back, because they're not really sure what they're going to be coming back to, or if there's anything still left to kind of retrieve. I feel like whoever they attach themselves to, they may have gotten themselves entangled with a gold digger, somebody who was very superficial, somebody who's money hungry, um, somebody who was really selfish. And it's interesting because they're looking back at their past, at whatever the relationship was with you, and they're looking back at the fond memories and the warm and fuzzies that that you two shared. And so they're worried. Yes, they're worried that, there may not be anything to come back to because of the decisions that they had made, and who they aligned themselves with. Yeah, look at that. They're looking at, and what's interesting is that, again, they remember I said there's a clarity here. There is a certain clarity where they're seeing the truth about two very different situations, where you may have been very nurturing and loving, and this person found you very alluring. You're very, you're good looking. You're very ambitious. You're very, independent. I feel like this person tied themselves or got connected to somebody who I heard crashed out. Like, and I'm looking at the imagery on the card. This person may have caused them to crash out by putting all these extra burdens and responsibilities on them. Like, this is something like they couldn't take it anymore, and they had to fight back and defend defend themselves. And I also, it's what this is interesting. It feels like somebody wanting to come back and fight for you. Okay, that's interesting. So somebody may want to come in, because that's what this looks like. Lord, somebody wanting to come in and fight for you. That's ambitious. Mm-hmm. Okay. So I think part of what this is, they may not want you to know about what they've been through. It's interesting because it's interesting how every day the cards are like, they tell a kind of a different, slightly different story. Like, again, I could be talking about anybody, and we have over 7,000 subscribers at this point, so I don't know who I'm talking about or who I'm talking to. But this one line kind of gives me the impression that somebody does not, they're, I feel like they're angry about the decisions that they've made, but they're almost embarrassed. That's the word I was looking for. Thank you, Spirit. They're embarrassed because this person they made a conscious choice. The direction that this person initially went in, it was a conscious choice. And so now this feels like they're embarrassed to come in and tell you, like, while they may want to, kind of kumbaya, they're a little embarrassed about what they've experienced based on the decisions that they're made. Their ego is like, it's like somebody seeing the larger picture of everything. We talked about it yesterday. This is like somebody seeing the larger picture of the decisions that they've made and how those certain decisions got them where they are. So now they're in a space of feeling embarrassed by their actions, by their hasty actions, by choosing to go to do these things or engage themselves with these people or with this person, whoever they chose to connect to. They're embarrassed because now, like, because the decision that they made, it didn't make them happy. It feels like a bunch of loss. Yeah, I said it feels like a bunch of loss when the Five of Pentacles comes out. It feels like a bunch of loss. And now they're trying to heal themselves, heal a connection, restore balance to the situation. I don't like this. Because I kind of feel like they entangled themselves with somebody here who, I don't know, they may have gotten connected with somebody who works with like low vibrational energies. This could be like the witchy woman. I actually haven't seen her in a while, but this literally could be very, very witchy woman. She kind of looks like somebody here who, like, I think this man got duped. This is a masculine energy. They got duped. Because I feel like this is the same woman. She portrayed herself as one thing and turned out to be something completely different. And so I do feel like there is some deficit, because if there is a divorce or something like that, they may be dealing with some financial issues because they've lost it all. They're losing. So maybe that makes more sense why this man is pissed off, because he looks angry. He looks angry as hell. It's kind of like somebody being in a bad relationship, and then when they come out of the bad relationship, they're so angry at what they experienced that, like, the next several people that they get involved with, they take that anger out on that person, on those people. You know what I mean? Because they haven't actually healed. I feel like this woman, whoever he connected himself with, she did a number on him. Ooh, she did a number on him. I'm sorry, I don't feel any sympathy about it. So there's that. There's no sympathy for me, but I see it for what it is. You made a funky ass decision and you played stupid games. You won stupid prizes. Now you don't like the prizes that you won. Okay. So basically what they did was, okay, remember I said up here, like they're this person may be wanting to approach you for, some kind of reconciliation or some type of, owning the ownership of whatever they've done, right? And then the death card came out. But now that I pulled the other cards, I feel like this is somebody. This goes back. This definitely got piggybacks from yesterday's reading. So we were dealing with somebody who very materialistic. Okay, so remember the last two readings we talked about somebody wearing a mask, and the mask that they wore, they attracted people based on the mask. So they attracted other people who were like the mask they were wearing. So what this person did was, because they were wearing this mask, they were out there, I heard pimps and hoes. This person was out there just running, ripping and running and being the man and having the money and throwing it around or whatever. He met somebody who was transactional, who was like, oh, well, then I'm not doing this unless you do this. Like everything about this person wasn't nurturing, wasn't loving. And that's why over here in the current energy, like the reality is setting in of the decision that they made. They aligned themselves with somebody who may have put on a front that that's who they were. But that, again, they were wearing a mask. But what he's seeing is that, like, literally, this may be him wanting to come towards you to tell you, again, they're embarrassed about what they've done, but they do want to come and tell you that the relationship or their dealings with this woman, that it's done. I do see that they are kind of hoping. They're worried about the condition of what they left. Is it still there? It's like leaving an island and sailing away into the abyss, and then mysteriously finding their way back to the island to see if the island still exists. Are the inhabitants of the island still there? Have they moved on? Have they been found, rescued, and have they shipped off somewhere else? This person now is like, they may be looking for you, and that's this energy, because I normally do talk about like somebody's looking you up on socials. There's this feels like somebody looking for you so they can make an offer to you and tell you the truth about what they've been experiencing and what they've been through. Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I think this person is really worried. They may be drinking themselves silly because, again, they're not sure what they're going to be greeted by when and if they do decide to return. You, however, may be embodying this Queen of Swords energy, and they're not expecting that, because if you've never actually displayed that to them before, they won't be expecting it now. So if they come towards you and you're like, hold on. I got boundaries. We're not really doing this. Like, and if you're not coming to me with some truth and you're not being honest with me, then we don't really have anything to talk about. And so I think this, for them, they may be trying to avoid, they may be trying to avoid like the disruption of their fantasy, because in their fantasy mind, it almost not, and they're not so delusional to think that if they come back, you're just going to open up your arms. I don't see that. And it doesn't, I don't get that energetic feeling. I don't feel like if they come back that you're just going to open up your arms and be like, yes, come to me. I don't see that. And so their reservation about wanting to come towards you, it's valid. It's completely valid. So they're kind of drinking themselves stupid, and they're feeling a little bit, like their hands are tied, because really what they want is they want to kind of step up and take control of their lives. They would like to see some victory and success with you, but they're very worried that the entire relationship is over. And they're in agony about it, because they're realizing where they were selfish. They are worried about, they're seeing where they were selfish. Yes. they are seeing where they were selfish. And they were selfish with you and they ended up with somebody like 10 times worse. This did not go the way that they thought it was going to go. Womp womp. This did not turn out the way they thought it would. All right. Oh my goodness. Yeah, yes. So what they're realizing, what they're realizing is that they went after something. They chose to go after something um that they thought would bring them happiness, that they thought would bring them abundance. They were ego driven, and it literally, it's I heard it bit back. It bit back. It came back to bite them. So they made a decision to pursue something or someone based on their ego. I'm getting a lot of ego here. They prematurely jumped into it based on somebody's outward appearance, and they got bit by it. Yes. Yes. They went after something. This feels, I heard carnal desires. Child, look at that. They went after something prematurely, and they let their ego take control. They may have chosen to get themselves entangled with this person because of the outward appearance. I also get the energy that this is somebody who they like to be perceived a certain kind of way. They like to be perceived a certain kind of way. So it almost feels like what they were doing was so it's kind of like, okay, let me give you an example. So let's say you're just different. Like, you're different, right? You're different than the normal people. You're different, right? But outward appearance, for those folks who are superficial, because this person did kind of operate in that energy, maybe you didn't fit the mold of what they perceived would make a good appearance on their arm. Does that make sense? But now they're seeing how flawed their thinking was at the time. They're seeing, yes, they're seeing it. They're seeing how flawed that thinking was. And now they're successfully getting away from this thought process or the dynamic of the relationship, because they kind of see how, yes, and they are keeping their feelings hidden. They're keeping their feelings hidden. They're keeping their feelings hidden. Very hidden. I heard it's embarrassment. They're embarrassed. They really are hoping that they can come towards you and try to, they got high hopes. They do want to come towards you and try to heal the connection. But there may be a delay, or there's some stagnation that is preventing it from happening. But that's their hope. Remember when I said this person may have been angry? They are angry. But I'm also seeing here too. Remember we talked about somebody who was very materialistic, and he's seeing that, like, even having, like, it's kind of like even with making a whole bunch of money, they still not happy. They're not happy. Mm-hmm. I heard the truth prevails. There is somebody here. I do feel like they may have gotten themselves entangled with somebody who plays in dark magic. The truth may be coming out about that as well for them. Mm-hmm. Listen, I think this person broke their own damn heart. Yep, they got involved with somebody who was immature, who was needy, who was superficial, who wasn't very nurturing. This person, they may think about you a lot. They think about communicating or coming towards you. I also get the impression whoever this person is, I feel like if they broke your heart, like I've talked about this in other readings, like, whoever has the most hoes wins and all that. This energy feels like they're they're feeling or being made to experience or feel all the things that they have kind of made other people feel. So like if they broke your heart, trust that you're not the only person. You're not the only victim. There are other people who also dealt with the same thing that you did. Maybe not to the same degree. Y'all may not be on the same, you know what I'm saying? Like each relationship is different, but this person has the same, like I said yesterday, they operate this way in every relationship that they've ever gotten into. So trust, if you walked away from this situation with your heart broken, you ain't the only person out there with a broken heart because of this person. Does that make sense? So this person is like really heavily thinking about all of the things in the relationships that they've manipulated or other people ended up getting hurt. So yes, they are thinking heavily about they're thinking heavily about their own broken heart and their own hurt feelings and those of the people that they've affected over the years. They don't want to do it anymore. Yeah, they want to come towards you to try to like heal something, to bring about healing, to change the dynamic of the relationship. Yikes. Ace of Cups in the reverse, Three of Pentacles in the reverse. They've missed an opportunity here. You don't want to work with this person. And again, like I said, they're going to be very, very surprised. They're going to be surprised. And maybe not. They'll be hurt though. They might not be surprised, but they might be hurt by it. Because I kind of get the impression like this isn't something that they ever anticipated that would happen. Mm-hmm. So now I feel like they're kind of heard licking their wounds, and they're contemplating about wanting to come towards you to try to initiate something. They're feeling kind of inspired, but It kind of feels like whoever they were involved with really did a number on them. Like, really did a number on them. So they're if they come to you, I heard damaged goods. They're damaged goods. Even though they want to come towards you to try to heal the connection. Yeah. I feel like they're trying to turn to you to like help them heal. This, listen, this person is deeply unhappy, but they're, like I said before I even pulled this card, I was like, maybe they're looking to you to kind of help them. They are actually looking to you to help heal them. Yes, they're looking to you to help heal them. Yeah. Interesting. So they're looking to you to come. So they're looking to you to heal them. It's interesting because I got the Knight of Pentacles out here twice. I love this deck. But I also feel like them coming towards you, it feels very much like I don't know. Like I said, they've been through a lot. And this person almost they're looking at you like they would like for you to help them, especially if they're like watching you or whatever, if they can see your growth, if they have the ability to see whatever you've been doing, however you've been doing it, like if they can look you up on socials or something. I don't know. I get the energy of like they just kind of want to. Here's the thing, they want to come towards you with an offer, right? Try to stabilize a relationship or try to like heal or whatever. But I feel like the biggest thing is that they're looking to you to facilitate that. And for me, I feel like this Temperance card is you because I feel like you've already bared your soul to this person. And I kind of feel like you don't really have a whole lot left to give. You don't really have a whole lot left to give. So it's kind of like instead of you focusing on this relationship, not you, but them, instead of them focusing on the relationship, it would be better served energy if they just poured that energy into themselves instead of looking to you to try to like rebuild or something. They need to heal. They need to fix themselves. They're also kind of I'm also getting the impression too, this person may be, if they're struggling financially, they may be a little bit concerned that you won't accept them because they don't have enough to provide. I'm going to leave that deck alone. They may feel like they don't have enough to provide for you. That could be a thing. I'm not going to do an extended for this reading because, like I said, I don't normally work on the weekends, but since I got a little time, thought I'd come hang out with y'all a little bit. Ooh, somebody wants to communicate. They want to travel to, okay. So this person, Okay. Okay. So here's the thing. This person wants to communicate to you, but I do get the sense that they're worried. They're heavily worried about you rejecting them, not accepting their offer. Um, I am getting the energy here of somebody who wants the benefits and rewards without merit, without them actually having to do anything. That is a problem for me. Okay. But the way that I'm looking at this is almost like somebody wants to communicate. They want to have they want to travel to you. This is fast moving energy and it's inspired by love is what I heard. This is somebody who wants to take this action. They're deeply inspired to have this conversation or have communication. Um Somebody I feel like they want to communicate and tell you what they've been through because now it's kind of like they've had some time to really see, like I said, the difference between you and whoever they entangled themselves with. I feel like they encountered a version of themselves that they didn't like, and that's what they're seeing now. And like I said, they are deeply inspired. They want to come towards you, but here's the thing: they want to come back towards you. You've already, here she is again. Queen of Swords. You're like tread lightly, my dude. Tread lightly, homegirl. Yep, they losing hope. They don't really know how to approach you. I kind of get the energy like somebody's scared, but they don't know how to approach you. And I think because they're already seeing that, there's disharmony between you and you got these borders and boundaries up, you're like, hey, I'm going to leave these dudes hanging back here so you can kind of see what happens when you fuck with me. You end up like the dudes back there. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I'm loving, gentle, and nurturing, but if you play with me, I will stick you. Yeah. So they may feel like there's unfinished business with you, but this person is steadily losing hope. hmm I just now it's repeating. Now I'm on my third tarot deck. Now this person just wants to tell you the truth about what they've done, like the decisions that they made and how those decisions impacted their lives. Because this person is definitely recognizing where they fucked up. Mm-hmm. They got themselves involved with somebody who causes them nothing but drama. They committed to a situation. They did it because they it's kind of like somebody operating in a way where they they acted as they thought they were expected to. So this person, they try to conform to what society, the societal norms, the societal pressures. They succumb to that, and because they went in that direction, it did not give them what they wanted. They were terribly unhappy. They dealt with nothing but conflict. And the person that they were dealing with was very transactional, not very nurturing, not very loving, very selfish, very, secretive and telling lies and just, eh, you know. And it just caused this person a bunch of misfortune and they're realizing it. Like they're recognizing, they're really seeing it. God is showing them, because I see it here. It's like they're kind of her meditating, but like they're kind of reflecting over the decisions. I said it before on this side. They're reflecting over the decisions that they made that took them away from God and brought them closer to the devil. This is upside down. Brought them closer to the devil. They're recognizing how their decisions have affected their life. And this person is angry. They're angry because their stability is being called into question because of the woman that they involved themselves with. They're pissed. And they want to come and apologize. Okay, they want to take a leap of faith to come towards you. They still feel a sense of loyalty towards you. I feel like they're worried though. Again, like I said over here, they're worried about what the condition of, like, whatever they walk, whatever y'all parted ways, however you parted ways, they're worried about the condition of what they walked away from. They're not sure if it's still there, any remnants left behind. Are you still, not that you're interested or anything like that, but they're kind of worried about the condition of the relationship, how they left it, what's left of it. And they're scared. Fear of the unknown. Yes, Tower. They're worried. They're definitely worried. They're worried. Their ego has got them all in a twist. Interesting. They're not sure what to expect. They do want to come towards you to make a gesture, but they're definitely worried. They're worried about what your response is going to be. They're worried about how you're going to react. It lays on their mind heavily. It lays on their mind heavily. But they're right now at the position of making a cry. They're making the choice. They're at the position. Part of this lesson here was for them to get to the point where they could just come and speak their truth. That's really all of this. This whole exercise here is just us waiting to see at what point do they actually come forward, because that all this is part of the lesson. It all goes back to that. No matter what has been done, no matter what they have done, the lesson in all of this is their ability to have to come to you and tell you what they've done, what they've experienced, whether you want to hear it or not, child, because I know I don't really care. But that's part of this person's journey. They have to come and tell you the truth. They have to come and speak the truth. They got to clear the air. And even when they clear the air, it's going to be, you're going to probably wash your hands of it. But that's part of this whole scenario. This has to be done. And they're really worried. And it kind of feels like, and from the bottom of the deck, they gotta, they're worried about taking the action. They want to heal. They want to heal this connection, because the burden of this relationship and all their third party carrying on is bugging the shit out of them. But they also have to recognize too that even if they come in and they don't get the desired result that they want, that's justice being served. And there's nothing that they can do about it. They can't even defend themselves. They can't. It's like, the way that it looks to me is like you gave until you couldn't anymore. So you made the right decision, collective, by, pushing off and doing your own thing. Like, you did the right thing. We'll do one more pass. Yeah, they got to clean this shit up. They got to come in and clean this mess up. They created the mess. They got to clean it up. And they will not be blessed until they do it. Yes. Clean it up, blessed, and by the book. They have got to do the right thing. They got to clean this mess up. They gotta conform. They gotta be right. They gotta do this in the right way, which is coming clean about what they've been doing or what they've done that you don't know about. They have to come clean. There's no blessings until that happens. So everything is being blocked. And the thing about it is, they also, even in this energy, they can't dictate. Yes, they can't dictate nothing. They're not in control of this. They have to accept. They have to accept whatever happens, especially the parts that they don't know. Because I'm definitely getting this energy. Because right here, they're dealing with a lot of fear of the unknown, and here they have to just take. They got to take action, and they can't really dictate. You know, they really can't dictate anything because they have to come to you. It's not the other way around. So they have to come to you and say whatever they need to say. How you respond or react to it, they can't dictate none of that. They can't control any of it. So right now they're in this really weird kind of in between space because they really have no idea what they would step back into, trying to come back around towards you, especially if you've got your boundaries up and they're recognizing, like, they recognize why those boundaries are in place. I don't think whoever we're talking about today, I don't think that they're like they don't know. They know. That's why they're worried about the condition of whatever may or may not be left of your relationship. They're worried about the condition of that. They have no idea. Really, they're just supposed to just accept the conditions as they are and still carry out the mission. The mission is to come to you and speak the truth. How you take their truth, neither here nor there. They can't dictate that. hmm They don't get a new life until they come and tell the truth. They trying to manifest you back, but here's the thing. They trying to manifest. I feel like they're trying to manifest a new life, but they don't get the new life until they clean up and wrap up some of the old shit. That's what this looks like to me. They don't get this part, and that's part of the lesson. They don't get the new life that they're trying to manifest because they got some stuff that they still need to clean up over here. They got to clean it up, and if they don't clean it up, they just get what they get, and they gotta just chew the sea. They just gotta go with the flow. They have to. If they want happiness, milk and honey, they have to tell the truth. They got to take that mask off. They got to do the work, and they are running out of time to build the foundation because you're not in your head about this shit anymore. You are very secure wherever you are. You understand whoever I'm talking to today. You understand why, yes, it may have hurt, but if you've done the work, you can kind of see why certain things have taken place. That's the part of the journey that I need y'all to catch up on. Because I can see, like, certain areas of my life, like, I understand why they happen and why it may have hurt like hell when I was experiencing it. I can look back now because I'm indifferent to it, so I've healed. But I can look back now and I understand why I had to experience those things in those certain relationship dynamics, because that was a growth spurt for me. In those times when you're really uncomfortable and you're very unhappy, child, those are lessons. There are lessons buried in those experiences. Mm-hmm. And the crazy part about it is, I feel like the reason why this person has been like on this perpetual like merry-go-round is because I feel like they dismissed the blessing that was given to them because they were chasing around other people who were mirroring back the image that they were portraying to the world. And when they really finally stopped to take a look at what was going on, they saw the difference. All right. Let's get some index cards. Let's take this bottom half. There may be a significant Libra. We have do love, person, or cycle. An uncle may be of significance. You could be an uncle. Several failed attempts to block you. Someone has a sex addiction. You have jealous family members. They don't want you to prosper. Dark energy is being sent. Somebody is acting like a victim. Somebody is unreliable, undependable, unemployed, and lazy. Return to sender. So if you're doing your return to senders, they're working. Somebody is stuck in a mindset. Collective, you're getting over heartache. You're releasing mental burdens for good. We like it. Somebody is facing homelessness. Interestingly enough, this homelessness is in a corner with the uncle that is acting like a victim. Somebody is an agent of chaos. Could be dealing with an Aquarius. Someone says, I don't know how you do it. A real estate investment could be involved. Somebody here is a gold digger. Someone has a secret life or secret lifestyle. Somebody involves themselves in illegal activities. These are fated events. We have a father figure out here and a baby daddy. So this person could have fathered children. We have family, your family. These people could be related to you. Somebody's been trying to affect your solar plexus chakra. Pretty Little Lies. Spirit says don't be afraid, because you really don't have a reason to be afraid. And someone is in deep regret. Bottom of the deck, wanted to destroy your life. Boo. All right, let's get a closing message. Oh, no. Hold on. Forgot, I'm not doing another reading, so I want to give you all the messages I can give you today right now, since we're already at 57 minutes. Thrive and believe, embrace growth and trust in promise, keep an open mind, answers reveal the path to fulfillment. Labyrinth of choices, chart your course through the perplexing labyrinth of choices, embracing each turn as part of your complex journey. Child, I bet you this person made a labyrinth of choices. And I feel like, and I actually like this because, again, I feel like if you pay attention to some of the patterns in your own life, you can understand why you made certain decisions and how it brought you to exactly where you are right now. Frost of stillness. Embrace the frost of stillness, where in the calm of icy pause, reflective clarity is found. So maybe somebody is gaining clarity because they're not able to actually move forward. They're kind of being put on pause. Planning phase. Take a step back and plan the necessary steps to move forward so that you may turn your goals into reality. Bottom of the deck, walking unscathed. You are fortunate. A trap was laid out for you, but you were too smart to fall for it. We like it. All right, let's get a closing message. Also, don't forget, I'm launching my second channel next week. The link for the channel is in the description box below, as is the link for the membership platform. It's $5.99 a month, and that's where all the extended videos go and all the cutting room floor videos. So if you'd like to join me there, we'd love to have you. It's a very small little tribe there, but small and mighty. All right. Water rat, focus your vision. This card reminds us that our mind has the power to change our reality. Train the mind to be calm and courageous in navigating the unknown. Steer the mind to focus on the positives. Recognize when dark thoughts and emotions sink us further into a vortex of downward spiral. A clear and positive vision can take us far beyond the horizon into a light-filled future. Imagine a vast, deep ocean and picture yourself in the landscape. Where are you and how do you feel? Are you looking at the ocean from the shore, swimming, floating, or diving in the water, or riding the wave? Is the water warm and calm, or is it treacherous? If the water reflects your unconscious thoughts and emotions, how would you describe what you just visualized, and how would you change it? All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. If any parts of this reading resonate for you, gave you clarity or confirmation over your own situation, give the video a thumbs up so we can circulate into the algorithm and get this in front of the eyes that need to see us the most. If you would like to book a personal more aligned with your own story, all of my information is below in the description box, and my books are always open. I invite you to join me for a session. All right, guys, I hope you have a fabulous weekend. Take care until next time. Bye.